Hi, I just finished my eighth coaching session with Sam, and the whole program was incredible. I'm not new to this type of work. I've been to 9 meditation retreats with Dr. Joe Dispenza, and I've been meditating daily between 1 to 2 hours for the past 4.5 years. And I can say that even in comparison to my previous experience, this brought a very unique and special flavor to the inner work that I've been doing. I've also had a number of hypnotherapists and coaches and what have you try to hypnotize me or put me into a trance or to do work on me. And amongst that crowd, none of them have been able to properly compare to what Sam's been able to do for me. Sam has been so much better than anybody else that I've worked with on a one-to-one scale, and so much more transformational too. I think what makes her really special is it's a number of things really. It's her attention to detail. It's really how smart and dedicated and driven she is. It's how methodical and organized she is with her approach. And then it's just her level of competence and her level of awareness. She was able to make me aware of truths that were in my subconscious that despite, all of my meditation and all of the retreats I've been to with Dr. Joe, which if you're aware of those, you should be aware of how powerful those are. Despite all of that work, there were still blocks in my awareness that I was unable to uncover on my own, and Sam helped me to uncover those. And I think it's her own level of awareness and perception working with me that helps me to reveal those blind spots. I have some written down here because there were so many. I wanted to make sure that I didn't forget any of them. So the first one, and this was not necessarily a block, but this was just something that she helped me to overcome, is I had the desire to create a mind movie for months and months and months and months, probably somewhere between the realm of 4 to 6 months, and I hadn't taken any actual steps or made any tangible progress on the creation of that mind movie. And for those that don't know, a mind movie, you can think of it as like a personalized meditation. It's kind of similar to a vision board, except it moves. It's a movie that you watch. It's a meditation that you create for yourself for the future that you're trying to manifest. And in the past, I've had a lot of success with them. But at this point in my life, I'm quite busy with work. So I was having a lot of difficulty even getting myself to take the steps to create the My Movie. Just because of how busy I've been, and because when I would come home, I would rather just lay on the couch instead of work on the movie. And so it was, 6 months of wanting to make progress and weekends coming by and saying, I'll do it this weekend, I'll do it this weekend, I'll do it this weekend. and not making any progress. And then I think after like one or two sessions with Sam, so this is about 2 weeks with Sam, I was able to finish finish the creation of the Mind movie. Um, so this is something I'm stuck on for 6 months, and she helped me to get past it in 2 weeks. And the Mind movie itself is fantastic. As far as the blind spots, one of the biggest ones, if not the biggest one, that she helped me to reveal is that when it comes to, I suppose I should have started with this. So I'm coming to Sam because I want to create an abundant life of financial freedom for myself. I don't want to have the job anymore. I want to create some kind of independent business where I can make my own schedule, I can make my own rules, and I can be my own boss so I can live a free life and go do whatever I want, wherever I want. And the steps to get there are, it's some kind of business endeavor. Whatever form that takes is going to be unique to the individual, but the common ground that everybody will have if they're trying to create a life of financial freedom is it's going to be some kind of business endeavor. And again, I had the desire to do this, to make tangible steps in this for months, if not years. And I hadn't done anything. And that's one of the things that Sam and I have been really working on is what are the blocks there? What's preventing me from taking action? And what we found, again, I had no awareness of this, which is the craziest part. But when we found it in our sessions, instantly I realized that's so true. It's 100% true. We found that one of the root issues was that I have an inherent aversion to any kind of responsibility. And the reason why I have this aversion to responsibility is because I associate responsibility with school, with early childhood education, and I hate school. I hate school. And I associate responsibility and like taking care of business with being told what to do. I associate responsibility with obedience. And again, I'm not obedient. I'm not obedient, and I don't like being told what to do. And I couldn't separate personal responsibility from those feelings. So it felt like rolling a ball up a hill, trying to get myself to do anything because I couldn't get the gears to align properly so that they could start moving, because I was fighting myself the whole way. Because I had this association from my early childhood, because all of my prior experiences with responsibility had been like somebody giving me responsibilities and telling me what to do instead of me telling myself what to do. And I guess that just pissed me off so much that I couldn't get past that. And Sam helped me to shine light on that and realize how pervasive of an issue that was. So then, we could start working on it, and just the act of becoming aware of it was really so transformational, because now I can see it popping up in my life for what it is, and I have the awareness to be able to recognize when I'm falling back into that pattern and to stop it. And that's huge. She also helps me to realize that the greatest, with regards to business and abundance, the greatest transformation that could take place within myself would be to fall in love with the act. So I'm a software engineer, and the most logical step would be to create some kind of application or SaaS product or something related to code. But the issue was that I don't love code as much as I love video games. In the past there's this game, it's Super Smash Bros. Melee. Shout outs to those who know. That I was super obsessed with, and I would play it for 16 hours straight, and so it's not like I don't have that drive in me. It was just pointed in the wrong direction, and Sam helped me to realize that if I can just make that switch, then I would be the next Bill Gates. um if I can make that switch, then it will unlock my genius. It will unlock my passion. It will unlock my creativity, and I would find a way through. That would be the vehicle that I use to find a way through the tunnel to come out at the other side with the light of abundance now in my life. And I didn't realize what a just the sheer importance, how crucial of a step that was. I didn't realize how important that was. I didn't realize how big of a deal that was. I didn't realize how highly I needed to prioritize changing my brain through meditation in order to fall in love with taking aligned action for abundance, to become obsessed with it in that way. I didn't realize that for me personally, and I think that's the crux of the work that I've done with Sam, is that it's all been specifically tailored to what's most important for me personally. And I have no doubt that that is the experience that anybody would have working with her, is that they get their own tailored coaching sessions tailored to, this is how you can create the life that you want. And she helped me to realize how important obsession and excitement and falling in love with the process of creating abundance was for me. The actual obsession of it, just like the same obsession that I had for Super Smash Bros. Melee, pointing that to abundance. I didn't realize before that that was of the utmost importance for my own journey. She also, the amount of effort that she puts into her work and the amount of sincerity that she brings, I've never experienced this with anybody on a one-to-one level. There were sessions that we had sometimes that cleared 3 hours. It was yeah. But when we got done, I saw the time. I was like, oh my goodness, did we really just spend that time? Like, you spent that much time working with me? Wow, that's incredible. It's like I'm not sure what it is that drives her. If it's altruism, or if she just loves this work so much, or if she realizes that she'll get out what she puts into it. But the amount of effort that she puts in to these sessions and her coaching and the work that she does is incredible. I've never been with anybody who tried this hard, who cared, and who cared this much and this deeply and this authentically. Another really tangible breakthrough that I had with her is I'm single right now, and I have been for a long time. And I'm realizing how that is actually a necessary step in my life at this moment, because I really need to just focus on myself, and I can see that play out. Um, but what Sam has done is, through working with me, she has helped me greatly to alleviate the pain and frustration and loneliness that surrounds that. Um, Previously, it used to really frustrate me greatly, my relationship status. And, it would just, I would feel powerless. I would feel helpless. I would feel victimized. I would feel, um, lonely and angry at it. And it really, really, really bothered me where I was with regards to relationships in my life at this point. And I'm not sure how she did this in particular, but just through our sessions, now it doesn't bother me anymore. It's not like I don't want a relationship or I'm never going to have a relationship, but with where I'm at right now, I need to get to a certain point in my own life before I'm ready for something like that. And through the work that I've done, through the work that Sam and I have done together, now I don't feel the pain of the absence of relationship. It doesn't bother me hardly at all. And that's incredible that she was able to produce that result. Um, I have more things I could talk about, but we'd be here all day, really. And I'm sure this has gone on for a decent amount of time at this point. I'll just wrap it up by saying that I can't recommend Sam enough. I don't even like coaches. I'm not the type of person that is constantly getting coached on everything. In fact, um, I have I don't even know, like an aversion, like a base aversion to coaches. Is I like, not even that I don't like coaches, I actively dislike coaches. And that's one of the yeah, if you've ever been a Dr. Joe event, you know that these things are just infested with life coaches. And every time will sit down to eat with somebody and I ask, what do you do? And they're like, oh, I'm a coach. I'm like, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Um, but Sam's different. Sam is different. And what she does is so real. And this program has been so transformational. It's been so it's revealed so much to me about myself that I didn't know. And aside from what I've already said about the changes that I've experienced, I expect even bigger things to manifest down the road as I continue to integrate all of the work that Sam and I have done together. Um, so I can't recommend her enough. She's really special, and she's just, at the end of the day, she's just simply good at what she does. She's just very good at what she does.